Hey, Pate, back at you with another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about an accident that happened a while back. Once a week once a month, I try to upload some type of safety video, whether it's about Rykers, three-wheel bikes, whatever it is. I try to update some type of safety video just to get everybody in the mood to just always think it's safety first, head on a swivel, eye movement, looking at your mirrors, road every 2 seconds, so on and so forth, staying safe so you can make it back home to your loved ones safe and not have any issues and incidents. This is an incident out of Miami, so we're going to look at some of the pictures real quick, and then after that, we're going to go to the news video. God bless everybody involved. My prayers go out to everybody involved in this accident. Please hit that subscribe button right now and become a part of this wonderful CA Pate three-wheel community, also Corvette community. Like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the video. Let's get to it. So, some people were going out, we'll look at the news feed of it, but some folks were racing these, having some fun in the Slingshot and this Vanderhall. And they were going through the neighborhood and they were just taking kids in the neighborhood out for a ride. When all of a sudden, one of the neighbors came out, bagged out of her driveway into the road at the last minute, and they had swerved. And that's how the accident occurred. So, again, you got to keep your head on the swivel. As I always say, speed kills. So, who knows? Speed could have, depending on how fast they were going, it possibly could have minimized this accident. So, as you see, both bikes are all torn up. So, we're going to go to the video here in a second. But, man, y'all, stay safe, y'all. Stay safe out here. Keep your head on the swivel. We do not want to see you on a news feed. So stay safe. Get in the comment section and let me know if you were involved in an accident. Maybe it's something that we can learn from. So get in the comment section and let us know if you were ever involved. It's a Slingshot, Vanderhall, Ryker, Spider, whatever it is. Even if it was a two-wheel bike, it's probably something that we can learn from. Let us know when your accident happened, how it happened, and most importantly, how it could have been prevented, because that's how we learn. Let's get into the video in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
One and only exclusive, a crash involving 3 children, sending 3 to the hospital.
And one of the victims, an 11-year-old suffering from serious injuries. Local 10 News reporter Ian Margle is live at the hospital where they're being treated tonight. Ian.
This was a very scary start to Christmas Day for this family. They were taking a joyride in the neighborhood in a cool vehicle that they were really just having fun in this morning. And then that crash happened. Now 3 people are in the hospital. A mess of metal after a terrifying crash Friday morning in Opelika. These 3-wheeled vehicles, a Polaris Slingshot and a Vanderhall Venice Roadster, colliding and sending 3 people to the hospital. It all started early Christmas morning when a man who goes by the nickname Pooh and his friend started giving kids rides through the neighborhood streets. Pooh, who's in his 30s according to family, was behind the wheel of the red Vanderhall and had his 11-year-old cousin next to him. In the Slingshot, a little girl sat next to Pooh's friend. The 4 took this picture just before taking off, but as they came down the street moments later, a neighbor backed out of her driveway and into the road. When they tried to avoid hitting the car, the 3-wheeled vehicles crashed, sending 3 of the occupants flying. Neighbors telling us they could hear it happen.
Our auntie, she was cooking, and we heard a loud kaboom like an hour ago.
The 11-year-old, whose mother identified him as Jeremy Jenkins Jr., had to be airlifted to Jackson Memorial, where he's stable but has facial fractures and dozens of stitches. Pooh and his friend were also rushed to Jackson Memorial, where we're told Pooh has a broken arm and is in a medically induced coma, and the friend had to be rushed into surgery. Incredibly, though, that little girl was unhurt and walked away from the crash without a scratch. So the latest we have on the people that were involved. Again, that 11-year-old is in stable condition. He had some facial fractures, dozens of stitches on his face as well, but his mom tells us he's expected to be just fine. His cousin, Pooh, that 30-year-old that was driving him, he has a broken arm, and they say he's in a medically induced coma because he was in so much pain. The doctors did that so he could feel better and eventually recover. Again, he's also expected to be okay. As for his friend who is driving the Slingshot, we only know that he was rushed into emergency surgery. We have not been able to get a condition update on him. And once again, that little girl, unbelievably, not even ejected from those vehicles. She is doing just fine this evening.